And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, live from Las Vegas. It's your good pal, Jeremy Dog Danley, and I'm about to go live with another edition of Bar Comedy USA News. We're going to bring on Double T from the Eagle, 96.7 FM in Rockford, Illinois. And then I'll post the replay at barcomedyusa.com. And then comment below where you're watching from, and I'll let you know when the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour is coming to a town near you, the nooks and crannies of America. All right, I got to call Double T. I'll be right back. Comment below where you're watching from. See you in just a second. Yeah, this will be a fun one.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Rockford's home for Classic Rock, 96.7. The Eagle. Double T Morning, sponsored by Tommy's Express Car Wash in Loves Park and Forest Hills and East Riverside. It's time for Bar Comedy USA News with Dog. Dog, what's going on today?
Good morning, Double T. I'm excited to talk to you this morning because I've got my family in town, and for my birthday last year, they gave me a cornhole set for the backyard.
You don't seem like a cornhole.
Oh, Double T, when it comes to cornhole, I'm what you might call a precision player.
Okay, what's that mean?
Well, by precision, I mean closing one eye, squinting with the other, and hoping for the best.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it got me to thinking that for today's edition of Bar Comedy USA News, you know, usually we talk a lot about stand-up comedy at nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars. But it made me realize that there's a whole other different type of comedy that also takes place in these venues, and that is the well-known, infamous cornhole tournaments.
Didn't know that was considered comedy, but I can't wait to hear your explanation.
Double T. Have you ever been to one of these cornhole tournaments in a bar?
I mean, I haven't been in one. I've been at a bar when they're holding one. Yeah, they're quite interesting.
They're like the Olympics of drunken aim.
especially if you get outside and the wind's blowing, that's even better.
Oh, it's absolutely. You've got to take all kinds of different calculations while you're trying to attempt to throw a beanbag into a hole while holding a cocktail.
And it's key. You got to be holding your drink.
Absolutely. And if you can be successful at that, in my world, you're basically an athlete.
It should be an Olympic sport.
I think it should be, and it very well may be an Olympic sport. I just don't know which ESPN channel to tune into to find it.
The Ocho.
But it's definitely classy. It's grown adults or arguing over a game that involves a bag of beans.
And you know what's funny, Jared-Dog? It's one of the only games that I'm halfway decent at.
So you're a cornhole player.
I mean, we call it bags around here.
Cornhole is funnier. Keep in mind, I'm going for the comedy aspect.
I know.
and I've also got a 21-year-old in my house right now and a 13-year-old, and it's been the double entendre for the last week. I've heard all about my son's cornhole and bags.
You can't go wrong with comedy like that. Kid comedy.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's a unique talent just as much as it is to be able to throw a bag of beans into a hole carved out of a plywood board.
Any other great terminology they use for the game that they've been making fun of?
Well, one of my favorite things to do if I'm at one of these cornhole tournaments, which I've been to in the past, I've been invited to them when I've traveled around doing stand-up comedy at these places, is I would like to see the color commentary.
Do you have an example?
It's a tense moment here. Jim's got the beanbag. He's aiming, and it's in the wrong direction. But hey, points for creativity. Here comes Becky. She's got the form of a true champion, and by champion, I mean she's managed to stay upright after 6 margaritas.
See, this has got Olympic sport written all over it. See, this would be great.
Absolutely, Double T, and I appreciate you right now on the Eagle 96.7 FM giving me the chance to audition for the announcer's position when it does become an Olympic sport.
I'll save this tape for you so you can send it in to all the sports stations.
Tour. you very much, Double T. I appreciate it.
It's Bar Comedy USA News with Jared-Dog. Tell everybody about the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour.
Well, the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour features the most amazing bar comedians from across the country going to the nooks and crannies of America. You can get tickets at barcomictix.com.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I think you got a cornhole tournament to get to.
I do, Double T. I got to start practicing right now, so thank you very much. I'll talk to you next week.
Rockford's home for Classic Rock 96.7, The Eagle. Oh, too funny.
Yeah, that was a good one. We could probably do a part 2.
Oh, definitely. Oh, for sure. I mean, that everyone plays that game at some point.
Yeah, I mean, you could do a whole episode just on why it should be called cornhole instead of bags.
Love it. Well, awesome, buddy. Well, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Double T. We will talk to you next week.